How's it going, everybody? My name is Sinikle, and welcome back to Higurashi, When They Cry. So, real quick, if you have not watched the previous videos, as always, there is a link in the description box down below that will bring you to the playlist, which has all of my previous videos in Higurashi. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, go right on ahead. But without further ado, let's go ahead and continue from where we last left off, which is right here. We will find out if we can go ahead with the 48-hour operation or not by tomorrow, depending on Oshi-san's answer. We haven't heard from Tamitake-san yet, so I'm sure he started his investigation on Takano-san. The coach and Akasaka-san have to wait patiently, each surrounded by the enemy. They are both in very dangerous positions, so I'll just have to pray for their safety. And then there's Takano-san. I'm still having a hard time believing she's involved in such a vast conspiracy. If someone told me the whole thing was a lie, I might even believe them. That's why I want Tamitake-san to investigate. She is mysterious and a bit cold, but she can be fun to be around too. Also, I've always thought of her as one of the villagers. It hurts more than a little to suspect one of our own. I can understand what Tamitake-san is going through. This doesn't have to be an investigation to confirm her guilt. Instead, I want him to prove that she is not guilty. It's too painful for people to doubt one another. Oh. Oh, we're continuing on from there. Okay, cool. Oh, wait, are we? Oh, wait, no, this is a whole different situation. Never mind. Never mind. I got confused for a second. A background investigation usually takes a few months. It can't be rushed within a day or two. But Tamitake sensed that something huge had started to make its move after what Rika and the others told him. And it was definitely getting closer. But once it was close enough to see, it would be too late. That was why he was checking on their progress so frequently. Still? Damn. Okay, makes sense. Oh, we don't have that much time, man, please.
ですが、事態は切迫しつつあるように感じていますので、くれぐれも緊急にお願いいたします。
As quickly.
はい、もちろんです。それから、富武任意の依頼とは別に、本日付で入江機関への緊急内定が命じられました。
Unrelated.
優先度最大。
Huh.
命令書は幕僚長命です。
Oh.
幕僚長が私の調査依頼とは別に？
はい。あくまでも別件となっていますが、私の見たところ、これは富武任意の調査に対するトップからの強力な後押しではないかと。
Oh shit.
幕僚長が協力?
Huh. It's kind of a little suspicious, but at the same time, not really. Someone could have pulled some strings. But who? What does this mean? The only thing I can assume is that the top members of the JGSDF, oh my god, that's a tongue twister to say, have realized the danger of the conspiracy surrounding the Erie Institute. Like Rika-chan said, if this conspiracy's intent is to execute the emergency manual, then the opposing camp will try to stop that from happening, right? Like, my request for an investigation is the first step in putting a stop to their plans. So, if the masterminds were influencing the chief of staff, He'd probably try to shut my investigation down. Oh. But he's supporting it instead. Which probably means that the chief of staff isn't my enemy. In fact, he might belong to the opposing camp. No. It's hard to say if he belongs to them or not. He might just be under order from the ones pulling the strings from the opposing camp. If that's true, then the enemy has already noticed something, and it's possible that they'll start exerting pressure soon enough. So, how much can I find out before that happens? I don't know much about that top brass. Still, for the chief of staff to get involved, putting aside if Takano-san is guilty or not, I'm certain that something extremely big is starting to happen around the Erie Institute.
入江機関についての調査も急ピッチに進めています。まだ分析は終わっていませんが、入江機関内の予算の動きに不審があるようです。
I bet.
単なる書類のミスなのか、何かの工作なのかは現在腕利きに表せています。
口座に不審とは何です？
Some little tidbit of information. Here we go.
入江機関の運営資金用に分配口座があるのはご存知かと思います。
Right.
そこの数字が微妙に合いません。
That's okay.
プール金への流出、もしくは不明金の流入の可能性があるとのことです。
I mean, you say it like that, that's kind of like a rookie mistake. Kind of blatant. What the hell?
また、領収書の日付にも不審な点があり、捏造の疑いが持たれています。
Forgery. Funds are usually supplied annually. For example, if a budget of 1 million yen is approved, 1 million is supplied in April, and the facility manages those funds so they can keep things running for 1 year. So, depending on how they use the money, it's possible to have some left over at the end of the year. If they only use 900,000 yen of the 1 million, they will have 100,000 left. Then, for the following year, they will be told that as they only needed 900,000 yen, 900,000 yen should be enough. So basically, if they have anything left over, then that is subtracted from the annual amount that they would receive. Okay. So, like, if they spent 500,000 of the 1 million, then when April comes around, they would only get that 500,000. Makes sense. Okay. Furthermore, there should be 100,000 yen left over, so they should only need 800,000 the following year. Wait, what? Is that a typo? It should say 900, right? Because if they only used 1,000 yen left over, what? I'm confused. Therefore, they then only get 800,000 yen when April comes around, which is 200,000 yen less than the previous year. Oh, I see what they're saying now. Okay. As some of you have already noticed, the more leftover money you have, the fewer funds you receive the next year. Gotcha. So more gets subtracted. Oh, shit. Therefore, it's smart to use up your entire budget. But some people try to get by until the end of the year. And if there is 100,000 yen left, they try to make it look like as though they have used up the money, even when it's in fact in a safe somewhere. Oh shit. They report that they have used exactly 1 million yen, and they get another 1 million yen for the following year. Yet, there is still 100,000 yen sitting in a safe. This 100,000 yen is called a pooled fund, or a slush fund. If they keep running with only 900,000 yen per year, then 100,000 will be added to the slush fund in the safe annually. if only a handful of people will know about that money. This is how public funds get embezzled or turned into private money. As we previously mentioned, the Alphabet Project is using this exact trick, and certain masterminds are pulling in huge amounts of public funding. To avoid this kind of situation, there is an audit of accounts performed every year, and oversight to ensure no one's fattening their pockets or creating slush funds. Holy shit. By the way, it's been said that the reason why civil engineering projects tend to start up at the end of the year is so they won't have that 100,000 yen left, but that's not relevant right now. The point is that they have to work hard to get the funds they want. Well, that's an example of having some money left over, which is certainly not bad. However, it can also be possible that there isn't enough money. After all, they are only granted 1 year's worth of funds, so they can't delve into a savings account like we do in our lives. That access money just doesn't exist. Therefore, an estimate report should never show more expenditure than revenue. If that happens, that means there is some extra money other than what was supplied. That's how slush funds are discovered. Tamatake was told that it was still under investigation, but the Erie Institute's suspicious financial records could be either case. The former would be fine. It's quite common after all. But if it was the latter, there could be something quite nasty lying beneath the surface. In other words, it was quite possible that funding was coming into the Erie Institute from someone other than the formal sponsors. To be more exact, there was a chance someone was interfering with the Erie Institute by supplying funds. Tamatake was having his men look into the possibility of Takano and the Mountain Dogs rebelling against Tokyo. While it was certainly possible for Takano to do so because of her personal investment in their research project, it was hard to believe that the Mountain Dogs could betray their employers out of sympathy. For the dogs to take part in Takano's conspiracy, a huge amount of money would have to be involved. Which, I mean, for those who know, like me, that's what's happening. And the discrepancy that Tamatake's men had identified could be a sign of such. Whoopsies! Did they get caught? Oh shit! What is it?
小泉先生をご存知ですね。旧小泉派のトップです。近年お亡くなりになって派閥は瓦解したそうですが、そのトップと高野三佐の個人的信仰についてはご存知でしたか？
ええ、一応は。
では、小泉先生と小高野先生に個人的な信仰があったことはご存知でしたか？
え？いや。なるほど。小泉先生が高野三佐を可愛がっていた理由がようやくわかりました。
これは興味深い内容です。実は小泉先生の死後、彼の隠し口座の清算が行われたらしいのですが、その際、金庫番の弁護士を通さず、小泉先生がご自身で下ろされた額があることが判明したんだそうです。時期は入江機関の設立がアルファベットで承認される半年前です。
それは入江機関設立の根回しに小泉先生が使ったのでは？
いえ、その根回しの金は弁護士が管理を任されていました。ですからその支出ではないと思われます。腹心の金庫番を素通しして支払うというのはよほどの個人的支出です。
So could that involve the relationship between Koizumi-sensei and Takano-san.
では、高野三佐に対し、小泉先生が個人的に資金を提供したということでしょうか。
はい、こちらでもそう分析しており、現在裏付けを進めています。小泉先生による機関設立の根回しとは別に、高野三佐に対し個人的に設立工作のための現金を提供したのではないかと考えています。
ということはつまり、高野三佐は造反工作を行いうる現金を多額に持っている可能性があるということですか。
高野三佐は機関設立にあたり、各方面への調整にあたりましたが、それは全て表ルートの接触で、裏ルートからの接触ではありませんでした。
Oh, that one she did. Okay.
ですので、設立工作にあたり、その提供を受けた資金を使用していないなら、それは丸々残っている可能性があります。
話が前後しますが、その提供を受けたと思われる額はいくらですか？
Do they have that info?
10億。
Oh, it's got God damn.
そんなに？
That's a lot of dough. Holy shit. I'm very close to Takano's son, but I have no idea she was so rich. Actually, she's rather tight with her money. She never acted as if she had 1 billion yen just sitting around. Well, I mean, duh, it's called acting. Hello? But then, that money isn't just money to her. It's a form of support from her dear grandfather's friend. So, she'd have to save it for when she needed it the most. If the new board of directors had even a little interest in her research, she would have used the money on them, but they simply laughed at her. So Takano-san gave up on bribing them. Instead, she decided to use it now, because her research project was going to be terminated anyway. Well, shit. With 1 billion yen, it might be possible to bribe the mountain dogs. If she has sponsors, it will be even easier. Her grandfather couldn't complete his life's work, but she's planning a magnificent conclusion for it. Well, shit. Those can't be her true intentions. Someone has to be deceiving her. Please, just stop. Give me a fucking break here. Stop. Takano-san, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't notice your sorrow even though I've been right beside you. Shut up. Come on, man. Do not fall for that shit. Don't do it, my man, please. Stop me talking! You bitch. Okay, anyways. Alright. That's actually pretty good. Pretty good, right? Let's save over that. End of chapter 8. God damn, how long is this? This is gonna be a short-ass video, isn't it? Looking at the timer, it's showing 19 minutes. Damn. Alright. Well, let's hit continue so I can have access to the menu. Which I can't right now because it's going through the... Get me out of here! Exit to menu. Yes. Sorry for the short video, but that was a good finale on that chapter, wasn't it? Talking about funds and all that jazz, financial records, blah, blah, blah. It's gonna be a boring video, I know. I'm sorry. But perfect ending for that, right? Now we know that the next video is gonna be pretty juicy. And I'll try my best to make it a long one, like 40-ish minutes. But, yeah. I know it was boring. Boring talk and all that, but, we learned some info, right? Even though it's boring information. Well, whatever. What can you do? But I do hope you all look forward to the next Higurashi video, as I hope something good will happen to that video. I hope something does happen. right? Not another boring video. Gulp. If you did somehow enjoy it, though, please leave a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because there will be more Higurashi on Wednesdays. And if you also want some more content, there is on Mondays and Fridays, The House and Fata Morgana. So look forward to that. And yeah, I'll see you all next time in the next video. See you then. Bye-bye.